this is our travel. We had lots of pride since 1860 Pony Express Huts ride. In World War I, military aircraft delivered our mail. That way we wouldn't be as slow as a snail. And we had telegraphs delivered to our troops. When mass media hit, we had the printing press that showed stories and comics of our Pony Express. With electronic services in hand, we worked on eliminating our postman.
Oh, yeah!
Depression! So sad, so sad! Murals uplifted the spirits people never had. In the Second World War, we had female and women took over the store. Going green is our scene with supplies, stores, and facilities. And transportation is the main explanation of how we get around. We can fly, we can swim, we can drive on the ground. Computers, nets, and microtech. Computers, nets, and microtech. From telegraphs to telephones to tetrabyte. We keep up with the new technology and we'll put up a fight.
April 6th, 1917. The day Americans declared war on Germany. Soon, the Great War would become a crucial part and would dominate the hearts and minds of Americans. A regular way to stay in contact with the soldiers, the thousands of soldiers that poured across the Atlantic, was through a regular correspondence and mail. This mail often contained passionate declarations of love, parental support to sons, fathers, and husbands,
Yeah.
and even simple news of the home front to keep their families and the soldiers informed of what's going on in the States. It was often very difficult for these families to let go of their husbands, brothers, and even their sons, but the regular correspondence was the easiest way to keep in contact with them. Letters not only provide a way for the wives and the people at home to stay connected with them, but it also provide a way for the soldiers to become a crucial part and stay in the lives of their families.
Oh, this bag is killing me. These magazines weigh a ton. I can just imagine how the first mail carriers felt when the printing press was invented. Mail carriers went from carrying 35 pounds of mail to 50 pounds of mail a day. But one of the perks was that we became really popular in the media. From songs to novels to comic strips, we were everywhere. I mean, take this book for instance. We were there with the Pony Express by William O. Steele that was published in 1956. Even though the Pony Express was only active for 18 months, it became a popular adventure topic about mail carriers and his horse, fending off offenders for all for the sake of delivering important messages. But those were the glory days. Now the only thing I'm fending off are dogs biting my feet.
So during World War II, the Victory Mail system, named after World War II, was developed in the United States to help reduce the space needed for the mass increase of mail being sent from family and friends to American armed forces overseas. The email used aircraft service, which reduced letter size to microfilm size. Therefore, mail could be sent through film, taking only a fraction of the space that traditional mail took. Not only did email reduce space, but the mail could never get lost, as there were serial numbers and forms of the originals in file. If a mail was to be lost, it could always be reproduced and sent again. This reduction in space also allowed necessary war materials to reach the battlefront. On the downside, due to manpower shortages during World War II, mail delivery to residential customers was temporarily postponed. Postage stamps used to be 2 or 3 cents each until after World War II, when the prices of postage stamps began to increase.
With the invention of transportation, communication with others was easier than ever. Before the 20th century, mail was transported by Pony Express. With nothing more than a bag of mail, a horse, and a horse, mail was transported across routes of approximately 2,000 miles. By the 1880s, transportation of mail by rail was up and operating. Railroads allowed mail to be transported and delivered in a shorter time. During the 20th century, the Postal Service had evolved from Pony Express and railroads to a more efficient way of mail transport. we began to use automobiles, which allowed us to cover the same amount of distance only in half the time. Though automobiles were becoming more popular, the pace of road construction had failed to keep up. Thus, one of the most important extraordinary inventions of the 20th century for the Postal Service was airplanes. Airplanes offered quick travel without the need of roads, rails, or waterways.
We have been a part of massive change through.
Is that real?
Okay. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
It's fine.
You go.
In 1899 is when we actually started testing for alternate fuel sources. And not until 3 or so years ago is when we actually started going green and tried to help out the environment. When it comes to recycling, you can control your junk mail by telling companies that you don't want their flyers sent to you so that you don't have to just throw it away and not have it recycled. And we also provide free mail back envelopes where you can order for free and you can put your old cell phones, ink cartridges and things like that, and then send it in so we can recycle them for you. So it doesn't contribute to all the landfills on the earth. And we also have nationwide recycling and waste prevention programs. We also purchase recycled products that are around $200 million worth of them, and we use them for our facilities and for the products that we use in the store. And as for innovations, for our facilities, we have native drought-resistant plants so that we use less water, and we have timed lighting parking lots and green roof buildings. So there's all these plants and things on the roof to help with our ecosystem. And we also do greenhouse gas inventories so that we can keep track of our greenhouse gases and try to reduce them for the future. And we also do streamlined delivery routes so we can find out which route's more efficient so we don't waste any gas. And we have GM Hydrogen 3 fuel cell minivans that'll help the environment, are eco-friendly, and a third of our deliveries are made on foot.
Sorry, technical difficulties. But we have been a part of massive change through time as there have been numerous innovations. We have always remained up to speed with the most efficient equipment. We took advantage of the expansion of railroads soon after they were created, as well as with airplanes, which greatly helped them expand our networking. We also did similarly in terms of technology. Whenever a new technological advance was made, we were one of the first to utilize such advances. When the Morse telegraph was invented in 1837, we took advantage of this new innovation. We were able to benefit greatly from it as messages were then able to travel farther in much shorter time. We have the third largest computing infrastructure and the world's largest email system with around 16 million emails per day. USPS has 5,286 various locations that receive internet service via satellite. The modern day postal service would not be what we know it is today, or nearly as efficient, without inventions such as intelligent mail, allowing people to track their mail, the postal automated redirection system, the advanced facer canceller system, the automated flat sorting system, and the automated package processing system, which processes packages and bundles of mail over 9,500 pieces per hour.
USPS!
Have you guys thought about like performance?